you for joining us for this week's Eye on SLIAC. We're talking with Elle Trentman from the Spalding University women's soccer team. Elle, how are you doing?
Good, good.
I want to thank you for taking time out. You have a bit of a light week this week. You had a game on Tuesday, but now you're off again for almost a week. So, can you just talk about your season so far? You know, you guys are off to an 11-3-1 start. You've won 10 straight. What has been the key for you guys to kind of find your stride here as we go towards the end of the season?
Yeah, I think that we have focused on lifting each other up and trusting each other. I think that in the beginning of the season, we really emphasized this word medida, and that's just having that selfless joy of seeing other people's success and seeing how they are succeeding on and off the field. And I think as we've gone through this season, we've also had another, it's called like the importance of the 1.5. And it's working like you're working hard for yourself, but if you see someone else like having like an off day, you're picking up that half of them. So you're working for 1.5. I think that we've really just trusted each other and just have gone through the season having fun and just really enjoying every game.
Yeah, you guys have definitely been trusting each other, especially playing that team concept of defense, right?
Yeah.
11 consecutive shutouts. You yourself, a defender, just talk about that mindset that it really takes to trust not just you, but the whole team as a defensive unit.
Yeah, I think that we all just can communicate really well on defense and knowing like if I don't get to the ball, I know that the person behind me is going to get to it. And knowing we all trust Sophie behind in goal, and having her step up as a freshman has been really good for us, and her really stepping into that role.
Right. You've mentioned your defensive unit. You've mentioned Sophie and Net. Let's go to the opposite end of the field where Emma's had quite the season with 19 goals so far. Um, I'm sure she's brought a lot of that joy that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Talk about what it's like being able to see from that back end what she's been doing up top.
Yeah, she's been really challenging other teams and moving on and off the ball really well. She's had some assists as well. So creating that, if she's not scoring, she's off the field trying to create that play offensively for us. She's been really well, and just has been uplifting everyone else and pushing everyone. So she's been really helpful too.
You're a defender. One of the most impressive things I think in looking at your stats in your career, you've started 66 games in 4 years, all but two that you've been a part of. What is it about the defensive position? Like everybody, usually wants the spotlight, right? And scoring goals. What led you to being a defensive player?
Yeah, I think that it's taking pride in like not letting anyone score on you and trying to take that pride in knowing that if we score, taking pride in like knowing that no one's going to score on us and trying to trust in each other, and offensive gets the goals, but it's rewarding to feel like having a shutout.
Right. And that's not to take away from your offensive skills because you also have a career high 5 assists this year, which is more than the previous 3 years combined. So you're able to lead that offensive attack a little bit sometimes too.
Yeah.
You're making your final push towards the end of the regular season. Starts next week with 2 road games. Just talk about your team's mindset as you head in towards the postseason.
Yeah, I think that towards this end of the season, we're taking time to really dive deep into the little things that we need to focus on and really just pushing each other, motivating each other. I think that we are on like a roll right now with winning, but it's when adversity hits us how we're gonna go about it. And I think that we've done well pushing each other and just like holding each other accountable. And so each day is making little steps towards that success.
Right. And some of that success, you felt it as a sophomore, the 2023 SLIAC champs. What do you remember about that double overtime game against Greenville and that win for that program?
I just remember Faith shooting that ball at the end, and it was just an overwhelming joy, celebrating with my team and overcoming all of the obstacles that we came through that entire season. I think that that game, we really showed grit and showed that we wanted to work for each other.
You've spoken a lot about joy today. I know you're giving Golden Eagle fans a lot of joy this season. So I want to thank you again, Ellie, for talking soccer with us today. And best of luck this regular season and into the postseason.
Thank you.